A big task ahead for the #1 Gainesville Red Elephants. They may be the reigning state champions and have a historic and legendary pedigree, but the road to get more of that illustrious bling-bling is momentarily blocked by number 10 South Paulding. Gainesville may have met its match as Chandler Burks is a dual-threat star, over 2,500 passing yards and 1,300 rushing yards to boot. But if there's anyone that can outdo this guy, it's Deshaun Watson, the Clemson commit, nation's #1 dual-threat signal caller. This one was supposed to be a barn burner, but just moments in, Devin Stringer comes up with a tipped INT. His third week in a row of almost getting a pick six leads to a 31-yard field goal, 3-0 Big Red. Enter Watson, electrifying, high steps over a would-be tackler, and a rough takedown at the end of this one. But the Red Elephants are in business once more. Deshaun Watson out to Rodney Lackey, gets a great block on his way in for 6, and that's the game's first trip to the end zone. Lackey finished with 5 catches, 94 yards and 2 scores. That one went 20 yards, makes it 10-zip. Time for Burks to go to work now, and with the rain pouring down, he goes with the ground game. Nice piece of real estate there. He ends with 107 on the ground and 133 in the air. Same drive, Burks in that cold November rain finds a gaping hole, and he's off to the races. 35-yard touchdown, point after fail, so it's 10-6 and still a game. Watson watches on and fully aware of what he needs to do. He goes up and over to Jay Godlock. 10 catches, a $134 for Watson's favorite target, but looks can be deceiving. A beautiful shot here. Watson with all the time on planet Earth in that pocket to Michael Byrd, who goes rumbling down the far side and inside the pylon. All for naught, though. Laundry on the field erases the threat. Second quarter we go. Watson on the run, hits Chasten Newman, advances inside the 25, 100 yards on 3 catches for Newman. Seconds later, Watson forced to run, but stuffed like a Thanksgiving turkey. Loses his lid on the play, but fortunately he's unhurt. Completes to Newman again to the 13-yard line and looking to add to the 10-6 lead. Oren Ragland takes the option pitch, muscles his way in. Another play that looks good at first glance, but penalty calls it back. But Gainesville has its way nonetheless. Watson delivers to the wide-open Rodney Lackey with 3:21 to go in the half. 17-6, Red Elephants taking control, and they'll get one more shot at it before the break. And this one would prove to be the dagger the Spartans were trying to avoid. The play of the game, Watson, rain or shine, precision passing. Oren Ragland, no way this one's being called back, all the way in. 68 yards, and that pushes the lead to 24-6 in favor of Big Red. Just a minute and some change before the half. A nice long break, well-deserved, and the Red Elephants come out, and the rain goes away, at least for the moment. Watson tucks and runs. This is what makes him so dangerous. Keeps the drive alive with a fresh set of downs and into South Paulding territory. Another such run here. This one gets the Red Elephants within inches of crossing the plane and extending the lead. Bird is the word. 1 yard to pay dirt. 31-6 is an official blowout in the third quarter, but he's not done. Check out this awesome run by Michael Byrd. There's no way he should not have gone down there. Defies the law of gravity and turns this into a monster gain. And then on cue, Watson airs it out to Newman. 29-yard scoring strike. But sometimes that hit is the price you pay for going up the middle. But Newman had that kung fu grip and somehow held on. He'll feel that one for a while, but thankfully he was just fine and lives to play another day. 37-6, Gainesville piling it on the Spartans, but South Paulding is resilient. They won't go down without a fight. It's Jay Bowen, the running back that has over 1,000 rushing yards on the season and leads the receiving corps as well with nearly 800. He's got over 20 touchdowns and adds to that number here. 51-yard scamper, and the Spartans have something to cheer about late in this game, although the 2-point try would not work. 37-12 is your score at this point, so we see how the Red Elephants respond. Here you go, another tuck and run for Deshaun Watson. When it's all said and done, not just the best to ever play at Gainesville, but maybe the best to ever play under center in the state of Georgia. And then he goes to Michael Byrd one more time for a big gainer inside the Spartans' 15-yard line. And let's put a bow on the box and polish off the highlight reel with this nice pass and diving grab by Jay Godlock in the end zone. Makes it 44-12. Gainesville goes on to add one more for good measure. 55-12 the final over South Paulding. Big Red takes its 11th win into the 5A state quarterfinals. Next up, an 8-win Monday's Meal team at City Park on Black Friday.